Hi, I'm Nathan from TrueFire, and it's time for another episode of Licks We Love. Each week will feature a set of must-see licks video lessons across various genres and skill levels. The tab, notation, and jam tracks are all available for free at TrueFire via the links in the description. Now this episode is all about blues rock. Grab your guitar and let's dig in. Our first lick today is called Threes, from Anthony Stauffer's 50 Monster SRV Licks You Must Know.
Lick number 18 is called Threes, and with it we're going to be starting a new section of the course where we look at songs that have a swinging shuffle style beat. Songs like Pride and Joy or Tell Me, or really any number of blues songs that you'll hear at a blues jam that all have that same da-da-da-da-da-da beat. Now what you find as you get better at playing with those songs is that they're not really conducive to like blazing fast soloing. They do have a more laid back feel. So in this first lick, we're going to do some things that have the picking is a little bit complicated, but you can't get so caught up in that you lose track of the beat. You really got to lock into that. Otherwise, you're going to be working against the natural momentum that the song has. We're going to be playing in the key of E flat, and we're going to be playing right at the beginning of a 12-bar progression. So listen as you can hear the turnaround from the previous progression and how we come in right at bar number 1 as it comes around to the beginning. The challenging part about this lick is going to be maintaining as close to perfect timing as you can, with that foot stomping beat of the song. So when we slide into position up here at the 12th fret, we're going to be going into this little counterclockwise thing. It's going to challenge your picking technique. And so to time it off, you just remember you're going to hit that version of it using the B string 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to do one more hitting the E string, then one more on the B. So you put that together, you get. Then we're going to go into our hammer-ons that we've done before. But on your way back down, you're going to jump right to a bend on the G string. Then we're going to go throw in one more repetition of lick 1. And now we're going to walk back up into box 1 and back down a few more times to kind of accentuate the chord change. First time is going to be single notes. The next time with chords. And then the last time, you're going to stop before you come back down. And that's going to work because the chord progression has just gotten to the 4 chord. So we land on that chord with vibrato right as the progression hits the 4 chord at bar number 5. So let me talk about the most difficult part of this. That's that little kind of reverse 3-note lick thing. There's no real way to get away with hammer-ons on this. You really want to try and pick all those notes. So there's really no shortcut to being able to do that other than to just play. And you want to be able to switch between the B string and the E string versions of this lick. In this case, we had 3, 1, and 1. But the goal is to, be able to improvise, to be able to be so fluid with your picking there that you can kind of chain them together and, accent with the high E or the B, whichever you want to do. So anyway, yeah, the picking right there, that's going to be the most difficult thing for you in this lick. Let's go through the whole thing one more time so you can see the whole thing from start to finish.
Our next lick is called Sliding Flat 5 from Andy Wood's 30 ShapeShifter Licks You Must Know.
All right, here's lick number 26, a sliding flat 5 kind of sound. Let's take a listen. Okay, so to play in this, we're going to be in the key of G, and we're going to start on the flat 5. We're going to be looking at G in 2 octaves, right? So here's your G bar chord, right? But we're going to be looking at it with our pinky on the G at the 12th fret. And we're going to start on flat 5, down to minor 3rd, up to root. In blues, you would have this all the time. I'm just inverting the octave. Then we go low. Now we're going to go high again. Right? So we're sliding from flat 5 to 4 to minor 3rd. The same thing again. Low octave. High. Low. And then we're going to take the 4, slide it up to 5 to 7. Slide back down to 4. Walk it back and forth between the minor 3rd and the 4. And then root, and then slide into the root. Right, so it's kind of like the way a slide player is constantly re-sliding into every note, right? So here's the lick again. And if you notice, every time I grab that minor 3rd, I'm trying to put a little twist on it. Not just playing this. It's, and I actually use a little bit of hybrid for extra sauce. Gives you those pops. Sounds really nice. Breaks up the monotony, of the dynamic. You got to always remember that, like, it's not just notes, it's not just tablature, it's not just a non-dynamic thing. That's where it gets into MIDI file territory. We're guitar players. Certain notes should be louder than others. Make those dynamics happen. Yeah. So hope you enjoy that one.
Our third lick is called Down a Scale from Jeff McErlain's 30 Smokin' Blues Rock Guitar Licks You Must Know.
Lick number 24 is called Down a Scale because what I'm basically doing is a quick pull-off lick down a B minor pentatonic scale. This lick, like many of these ones, on the outset seems fairly easy to do. I'm just basically playing right down a B minor pentatonic scale with pull-offs. It's just the speed in which you do it. So it's a fun lick to practice slowly and you just build it up. So the first thing I have is I'm going to start with my B note and I'm sliding up right up to the pinky on the 10th fret to the D note. So the B to the D, and watch. Just right down a scale. Right down. And watch my right hand when I pick. Up, 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 right? So I'm just going all up strokes, and then I'm going to end on that downbeat on the B for the root. So it's not that easy to do that quickly and to ratchet into time, like, you want it to sound kind of nice and fluid. So just nice and slow. Practice it that way. And add in that slide. So if you notice the first lick, I do that as a pull-off. So I'm not picking that first one. That first pick is the B. So up, 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 up. Now, when you practice it slowly, with all the economy picking kind of exercises, try to keep the steady flow of the pick in one motion, not up, 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 just one kind of motion like that. So. And it's a great way to build up your legato technique. This lick can be used anywhere on any pentatonic scale.
Our next lick is called Major Minor Slide Lick from Carl Verheyen's 30 Fearless Single Note Licks You Must Know.
Lick number 29 is a major minor slide lick. It uses the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic in the same lick. It goes like this in the key of B flat. I've transcribed a whole lot of slide players in my life. Dwayne Allman and current guys like Derek Trucks and Sonny Landreth, my good buddy. And I find that a real expressive way to play the guitar. So some of those lines that those guys do, I can do them on slide, but I almost prefer using my fingers to do them, you know, just to sound a little bit different. So this one starts off in B flat major pentatonic. Right, that kind of pattern there. But I go up, you know, F, G, using my second finger to set up a B flat here. Then I stretch the C up to a D, and then play a E flat up to an F. So there's the kind of typical blues lick right there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the way up to a high A flat and do one of those compound bends. And I'm bending an A flat up to a B flat, catching the D sharp, or actually be an E flat note on the B string, and then bending D flat up to D natural, up to the major third, and then coming down. So the whole lick. To be honest, I play it here too. I got it worked out to where I can start on the fourth string or the third string. And I copied that off a slide player. I can't remember which one, but I definitely did.
Our final lick today is called Rock Me from Mike Zito's 30 Blues Americana Guitar Licks You Must Know.
Lick 18 is called Rock Me. We're still in the key of A. We're working on this rockin' groove, and it's got some cool bends with double stops and some vibrato in the bend. When you need to make a statement, sometimes you need to get in there and rock. So let's check it out. So this is straight out of Rock Me Baby, some Johnny Winter. It's a great lick that I learned years ago. And if we're doing something fast rock or even a shuffle, I mean, you can switch this up and make it feel like all these licks. You can make it work on a lot of different feels. But it's a really cool fast lick when you want to play some good straight rock and roll. So I'm in the key of A. I'm on the 5th fret. And I mean, that's very Johnny Winter. I love it, man. So, remember that lick? That's from T-Bone Walker that we did licks ago, remember? But again, so much quicker and right on the money. He's playing straight 8 and 16. And to really capture the rock and roll lessons, it's that bend. You got to grab that note and really give it some go. So there it's a bend, some strangling, and then a pull off. Then there's an end to this lick, because it's, which is, so, so it's on the G and then bend. That's the ending. So when I went to the 4, I changed that second part of the lick from the, and I went there. Just to switch it up, to add a little to the, because that would be part of the 4 right there. And then back to the 1. And then went over the 5, just. And whatever that mess was at the end, that's not really the lick, but I mean, I would do something quick and like double, 16th notes, something fast there at the end, the turnaround to come back in. But the meat and potatoes of that lick is the. And that's straight Johnny Winter out of Rock Me Baby.
And that does it for this week's Licks We Love. I hope you enjoyed the free lessons, and be sure to subscribe and tune in next week for even more. Don't forget to hit the links in the description to pick up the tab and notation. And if you haven't already, just a reminder that you can join TrueFire for free and get a 14-day free trial of All Access. No credit card required, no strings attached. Come ignite your playing with TrueFire. Practice smart, play hard.